So today, let's talk about the link between stress and chronic illness. And when we talk about stress, we have to go back to the central nervous system and really break that down. So we're going to talk about the sympathetic part of the central nervous system and the parasympathetic part. So we say sympathetic, and that's fight or flight. And then we say parasympathetic, we call that rest and digest, breed and feed. It's the things that you do to maintain your body when you have the resources, the energy, and you're not under threat. So that's what we all need to do, is have the reserve and the ability to continue to repair our body from the myriad of insults it experiences every day. So under stress, the response is really designed to either give you the opportunity to fight or to run from a threat. So it gets your body's physiology ready for that very thing, fight or run. So we're going to shut down the GI tract. We're going to shunt blood to our muscles. We're going to narrow our vision. We lose our peripheral vision. We're actually going to change the way we hear things so that we hear much deeper, broader sounds like a growl or a large animal moving, rather than higher pitched voices like female voices and things like that, because we're preparing to fight or to run. Over time, evolutionarily, the biggest threat that is ever presented to a human is another human. So we look at facial cues and interpersonal interaction. That becomes a major driver of stress for us because humans are a major threat for us. So under stress, the body releases the major stress hormone, which is cortisol. That's going to shut down your GI tract. It's going to shunt blood to your muscles. It's going to make all of the changes that happen. It's going to increase your blood sugar. It's going to prepare you to fight or to run, but it is at the expense of everything else. It's at the expense of repairing tissue. It's at the expense of fighting infection. It is at the expense of normal maintenance of your body and all the processes it takes to do it. So if you are under chronic stress, chronic cortisol elevation, chronic release of stress hormones, your body is not doing all of the things it needs to do to maintain itself. So you can see these two factors coming together to produce chronic illness, where we have the normal wear and tear on a body is not being replaced or repaired daily because the body is so concerned about a threat that it perceives. This was a great plan to have when we were being chased by saber-toothed tigers or unfriendly bands of Cro-Magnons. But in this day and age, do we have the same response to a deadline at 5? Yeah, pretty much. There's no graduation within the system. So we have a hard time coming under threat, releasing the hormones, and then dissipating all of that energy, shutting that fight or flight system down, and then returning to the rest and digest, the breed and feed, the parasympathetic system, the autonomic system, the automatic things that reassemble our body from the daily insults. So we think about, what is the solution to chronic stress? Sometimes it's easier than you think. The biggest gift you have to deal with stress, believe it or not, is simply breathing. We talk about, and everybody thinks about yoga. Yoga was not really a physical activity. It was more of a breathing activity. And I think the average American could use breathing lessons and how to just use your breath to regulate your physiology. And there's a million ways to do this. This is everything from meditation to pranic breathing to many other therapeutic modalities that are really designed to reactivate that autonomic nervous system. But breathing is one of the ways that you have to really tone that system down, to remove this fight or flight response, and to increase this parasympathetic tone, this automatic tone, or this reparative function of the body. So breathing is actually going to be one of your number one opportunities to move beyond that stressful physiology. Another great opportunity, obviously, is sleep. And getting good sleep is crucial. And that's a whole another topic unto itself. But certainly sleep is great. Now, dissipating energy is a really important part too. So we all have certain things that we do to dissipate our energy. Some of us, it's exercise. Other people, it's talking about an issue. But you have to move the energy that you create. I always like to tell people the first law of physics, energy is neither created nor destroyed, it only changes forms. If you are a closed system and you continue to put anxiety and energy into this system, that energy will have to express itself somewhere. For some people, it expresses itself as disease. For other people, it expresses itself as physical ailments, even pain syndromes. But that energy is going to do something, and it has to be moved. So dissipating energy under chronic stress becomes a crucial part of this. And how do you do that? It's an individual thing. So is it exercise? Is it talk therapy? Is it time alone? Is it meditation? You have to figure out what works for you to do this, but it's a crucial part of simply interacting in the world that you live in.